Hello and welcome back to New World. So it is finally here. My Sims 4 Next and save file is done. Now with the Sims 4 Next and save file, what it does is I took every single lot from the gallery, stripped it, and replaced them with lots from the gallery that I deemed extremely next gen. I also added in over 350 NPCs from the gallery. Some of them I created myself and revamped them to give them a complete next gen feel. So the Sims look realistic. The world is completely fleshed out. I also added in a couple mods as well that enhanced or added in a couple of more features as well to overall fix the gameplay experience and add in some things that I feel like were missing from the game. I also completely overhauled the world lighting with G-Shade and a couple of mods, and with that the game feels extremely new, and I am so excited to bring you guys this to be able to download and play today. So if you like the content I put out, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button down below. And a special thanks for today's sponsor, Instant Gaming. 2025 is now here, and there are tons of games that are releasing that I'm super duper excited about, but these games are releasing at $70. There are mediocre DLCs that have released last year at $40, but there's a platform where you can buy games now at a cheaper discounted price. Yes, Instant Gaming is a platform where you can buy games at a cheaper price. You don't have to wait for sales anymore. You don't have to wait for deals. None of that. You can go to Instant Gaming right now and get your game at a cheaper discounted price. If you hit that affiliate link down below, I do get a small percentage of your purchase, but it's pretty much an equal exchange. You can support your favorite creator and you can also go and get games cheaper. So now you can buy tons of games and play a ton of games without having to pay $70, $60. And also these aren't just games, DLCs, early access, old games as well are on this platform. So go ahead and head to Instant Gaming right now and get your games for a cheaper discounted price today. Let's go ahead and hop into this video though, because we do have a lot to talk about. So we're about to hop into the game. I'm gonna do a couple of lore showcases so you guys can see what I've added as far as like the drama and some of the storylines that I implemented, and then we're gonna go inside of the game and actually play and kind of enjoy the experience. I'm not going to spoil too much for you guys because I want you guys to be able to hop into the save file and to see everything that the save file does have to offer. All right, so this is Willow Creek, and I want to go over a couple of storylines. Now, of course, the first thing y'all know is the Goths. Now, in the Goths, I do have bios as well. Almost every single person's bio is done in this game. The only people's bios that are not done are the NPC townies in this game. Yes, I have NPC townies in this game. They are all overhauled. They're all revamped. I'm probably going to add a couple more before the save file does drop officially, just to add in a couple of things. But I want to go in and show you guys the Goths. So the storyline says his family is not only well known but also widely admired. Mortimer, an accomplished writer, is currently focused on his latest series, The Affair. His wife Bella dedicates her time designing interiors for newly arrived Sims in Willow Creek, also enjoying quality time with their daughter Cassandra and her fiance Don Lothario. Meanwhile, Alexander spends his days immersed in books and enjoying peaceful outings at Willow Creek Park with his friend Paige from Newcrest. So a lot of these stories are kind of interconnected with other Sims as well from different parts of the game. I wanted to be able to at least have a whole bunch of Sims be able to interact with other Sims in other worlds. I thought it was a cool way to kind of implement. Now, of course, it is not completely unrealistic. In my opinion, I think that Willow Creek, Newcrest, Magnolia Promenade, and Brightchester are kind of like worlds that are very close to with each other. Brightchester is also like interconnected with all of the other worlds like Evergreen Harbor. I kind of got it interconnected with Windenburg, Brindleton Bay, and etc. etc. There are also tons of new families as well, and I did go over these in my other video where I talked about enhancing Willow Creek. But let's go over to another world so you guys can see a little bit more of that lore, because I did kind of break it down in that other video. A really cool place to show you guys is the Lotharios. So meet the Lotharios. With two lively children, Don and Celine Lothario, Elena and Domingo have spent years caught in the whirlwind of interviews about their kids' dramatic love lives. Now that Don and Celine have grown up and built lives of their own, Elena and Domingo are finally embracing a quieter life in Oasis Springs. Their dream to keep their beloved 30-year-old restaurant safe from corporate takeover and enjoy a well-deserved retirement. But will the Lotharios ever truly find peace? So Domingo and Elena, aka Mama Lothario, do own a pizza shop in Oasis Springs called Lothario's Pizzeria. And of course, I kind of extended the lore for Don Lothario. So if you go over to the Land Grab Apartments, this is where Don Lothario is. Don Lothario is SimWorld's most controversial figure, juggling romances with the Caliente twins, Dina and Nina, while engaged to Cassandra Goth, and sparking scandal with an affair with Nancy Landgrab. With his niece Jada Lothario in his life, who needs kids? Will whoever settle down, or will his lifestyle be too tempting to give up? So yes, Don Lothario is in this game, causing a ton of havoc in the city, and Dina and Nina Caliente are here in the city as well. If we go over to their house, it says that, oh, the Caliente sisters, two stunning women in the big city, ready to conquer the world. Yes, conquer it. These ladies have a knack for keeping many women's husbands, friends, and partners wrapped around their fingers. Who needs commitment when you got a career, wealth, and a little extra help from other people's significant significant others. Well, except for Don Lothario. Both sisters are hopelessly smitten with him. Little do they know he's been playing them both all along. So it's a lot of conjoined lore in the game, stemming just basically everywhere. Now, a really cool thing is I do have Sims 2, Sims 3, and also Sims 4 lore in this game as well. So if we head over to Brindleton Bay, we have one of the Sims 2 favorites in the Pleasant family. So we have Daniel Pleasant, Mary Sue Pleasant, and also Angela and Lilith Pleasant. And it says the Pleasants, a messy blend of love, chaos, and denial. Daniel and Mary Sue are trying to mend their marriage with separate bedrooms. Little does she know what he does alone. Angela and Lilith clash endlessly, though their boyfriends almost calm the storm. The house thrives on guests. Without them, just a fragile illusion of harmony glued by denial and distractions. This family is intense. And of course, we have the Dreamer family as well. Now, what I did with the Dreamer family is I did not remove the mom. As you know, in The Sims 2, the mom unfortunately passed away, but I kind of wanted this family to thrive. So it's a couple of added Sims in the game, and it says Darren, a passionate but perpetually fragile painter, chases inspiration while his steady wife Darlene juggles their lively household. Rebellious teen Dirk slams doors and rules as he balances basketball dreams with teenage angst. Toddler Diana scrambles crayons, murals on every surface, while big sister Drea, a curious child, helps by inventing wild stories about dad's art. Together, they're a family painting life in chaotic, colorful layers, dreams, diapers, and doodles. So we also have that family as well, and we have the Broke family in this game as well. And it says Brandy's life took a sudden turn when her husband tragically passed away in a pool accident, leaving her to raise 3 boys alone. Now, with the house on the verge of being bamboozled due to property management, Brandy is struggling to keep her finances in check, making sure she can feed herself and her kids. Can she hold it all together, or will the pressure prove too much? And yes, with Brandy Broke, I wanted to add in a really cool layer where we have these super modern houses around here, and she's kind of like in this little loop. And if you look at the name of the lot detail, it says Project Broke, because the architect in Brindleton Bay looks at this as his next project. So hopefully you can kind of add in and play on this lore and see if what Brandy Broke does to keep her house away from being completely bulldozed or moved out, or will she take the money to move out? We don't know. It's all up to you in this save out. Of course, we have other Sims 4 Sims as well, like the Pancake Household, which is here. We also have Kaylin Langerak, yes, the maid that does kind of stir up some controversy in Sim World as well, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Now, in this save out, I do have a couple more challenges that you guys can face. Like a perfect example, I have a completely revamped version of the Cap and the Monty feud. Now, if we go to the bio for the Monties, we have Marco Monty, Gia Monty, Stello Monty, Layla Monty, and Luna Monty. Now, it's kind of like it's taking the Monties from The Sims 2, but it's like a completely different generation. I just added in that lore because I wanted it to be super duper complex. So it says the Monties are Tartosa royalty, their legacy stretching back to the late 1700s. They've always upheld their family values, cherished love, embraced peace, and above all, never trust the cowardly Cap family. The Monty Cap feud is the stuff of legends, filled with betrayal, passion, and generations of bad blood. But here's the real twist. Despite the rivalry, love still weaves its way through both families. Could forbidden romance be lurking in the shadows? And this family has a complete complex love triangle, love whatever you want to call it, love square, love octagon. I have no idea. These two families here do kind of have like a very, very intense storyline, and probably like the second most loved world in this game. Of course, we have different wedding venues here, we have spas, we have big restaurants. It just, everything in this save file is completely revamped and it's fun. It's a ton of stories inside of the save file that I really want you all to kind of go in and play yourself. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn the tables and we're going to flip, and we're going to go into the actual game and play this save file. Now, it's not going to show off completely everything that's in the save, but it does kind of give you an idea of what you're stepping into. So what we're going to do is we're going to play as Grease Mixon, one of my favorite Sims. He's a DJ. He DJs pretty much all across Sim World, going to different lots and DJing, so you guys can see all of the Sims in their glory. So let's go ahead and switch over to Grease Mixon so you guys can see this game in its basically full entirety. Now, Grease's bio says, "It's Grease the Beast. Woo, woo, woo. Meet Grease Mixon, DJ of the Year, Producer of the Year, and newest member of AOSM Records. Grease is the ultimate party animal, always living life at full volume with 2 rare pit bulls, Jax and June, by his side. But beware, if there isn't a party every single day, Grease's mood takes a nosedive into the extremely bored zone. So keep the music pumping and the vibes alive. So I really do like Grease Mixon's backstory. I'm not gonna do too much talking, man. Let's hop in because I'm excited. All right, so this is our guy Grease. As you can see, his dogs, we got Jax and we got June here. Now this is his apartment, and as you can see, he has a really cool apartment. Like, this apartment is really cool. It kind of has like the solar panel on the top. Kind of got this, it's kind of got this like green vibe, you know what I mean? Like, Grease, he low-key a little smart behind the scenes. Now Grease is a part of AOSM Records, and if we go over here to his social group panel, AOSM Records has Scotty Samolios, Myshuno Phoenix, Lee Barnumi, and Lil Sul as well, all inside of this record label, and they kind of go over to Newcrest and they make beats and stuff like that. So we'll be heading over there too, so you guys can see what that life is about. But it's early. As you can see, Grease is taking the drink over here from the little keg thing. But this house looks absolutely insane. I really do like this house. He does have relationships as well. So if we kind of go in here, he has tons of relationships with famous people, with Sims. There's backstories for each and every one of these Sims as well. And I don't want to spoil too much, so you guys can kind of go in and kind of see these relationships, play these out as well, which is going to be really fun. As you can see, he has a DJ booth here, which he kind of practices DJing, so I'm probably going to have him do that. I'm gonna have him come over here, create a custom mix. Let's do a electrical utsu. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a vibe. The reshade looks really good in this game. I'm actually really glad about how this G shade turned out. Now if I press shift F3, this is what it looks like with it off, and then this is what it looks like with it on. So a completely different feel and experience. It looks absolutely insane. But as you can see, this is our guy Grease here, making a couple custom mixes before we go out in the club and kind of have some fun, go out to different lots and venues. So we're gonna head over to one of the lots. He goes kind of every morning. It's a W. Let's go ahead and go over there. So if we head over to Oasis Springs and we go to a Ridge Beach Club. Now, one thing I like about this is it kind of has like these really nice homes here, and then you kind of have like this private beach club that people go to that have a lot of fun at. I really wanted to add this in here because I wanted more things to do in this game that's fun. So going to beach clubs or going to casinos and things like that, it is a really fun way to just have fun. So let's go ahead and go over here. Now as we're loading in, you guys can see I do have a custom load screen as well. We also have a custom start screen and waiting screen too, which is really cool. But here we are right here. This is, I think it's Arid or a Ridge Beach Club. Now we have somebody DJing over here already. This is our guy Ace Wagner. He does DJ from time to time. So what I'm gonna do is add in a way to control these Sims as well. So if you click them and you go to more choices, action, and control, we can control them. I'm gonna have him go over here and kind of stop doing that, and then I'm gonna go back to Grease. You can select them, go back to actions, and they don't control. I also have the UI cheats extension mod. So he has this like flat juice sad thing, which I don't think makes sense. So if I just right click it, it goes away. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna have him play music genre. I'm gonna have him play machine. Now as you can see, it's got the club music here. I have the lot, the amount of Sims that can come on the lot at about 75. So 75 Sims can come on this lot at one time. They have fun and enjoy this. So this. I'm gonna change the volume to medium. It's a little loud. Seeing all the Sims kind of like come here and enjoy the vibe is pretty cool. It's gonna get filled up a lot in a second. As we're going over here, there are a lot of Sims that are joining here. They're all custom made. They all have custom content. They all have their own backstories. Each and every Sim in this save file has their own backstory. I have Celine Lothario. This is Don Lothario's sister here. This is Don Lothario's sister here, and she does have backstory as well, which is cool. She's also really close friends. Let me go ahead and spoil this one. She's really close friends with Cassio Ortiz, and Grease does have a relationship with Cassio Ortiz. So it's interesting to see how you guys kind of play that out, because they're close friends. He also is friends with her as well, I believe. So if we go here and we go to Celine, he is friends with her. So you can kind of play that off if you want to. Now, of course, we have the Calientes. This is my version of the Calientes. Look, they look pretty good. They look lore accurate. I wanted them to look as close to the Sims 2 vibe as possible because I like how they looked in the Sims 2. Oh, we got people over here fighting. Who was over here fighting? Oh my gosh, what is going on? What is going on here? As you can see, after the fight, we have Nina Caliente as well. This is my version of Nina Caliente as well, as you can see. We also have Don Lothario here. We got lore accurate Don Lothario. Now, I did fix Don Lothario from the previous version of the save file and gave him more of a realistic look. They're fighting again. Oh my gosh, they're fighting again. What is going on here? Absolutely not. We're over here trying to make some music and they over here just completely brawling it out. Absolutely not. No way. We also have some Sims here. If I highlight over this is Nick Alto from The Sims 3. Now, if you guys watched my previous video, you kind of know his lore as well, but it has a little bit more added additions into it that I want you guys to be excited about. But as you can see, we also have a dancing override mod from the Patreon version of Wicked Whims. So if you want that version, be able to go over to the Patreon and get that. That's not going to be on the release of the save file, but if you want that, this is where this animation comes from. So as you can see, we got our guy Grease here just catching the vibe, enjoying this time, doing something. Let's get hype. Let's get hype. Come on now, let's get hype. Let's turn this up. Let's turn this up. We gotta feel the crowd. Let's get flirty. Why not? Let's get flirty. Why not? Let's go Grease. Let's go Grease. W. So we got everybody here dancing, having a good time, catching the vibe. We also got our guy over here DJing on the other side, on the other booth. So we kind of got like two separate DJ kind of implementations as well, which is really cool. Now, the cool thing about this is I do have a quote-unquote NPC system. And basically what the NPC system is there are tons of Sims that are here. There are tons of Sims to meet. They all have backstories, but some of them are just placeholder Sims. So some Sims that you meet might invite you over to their place, and then some Sims that you meet might not. So it's kind of a cool thing. I asked my Discord if they kind of cared, and I think filling out the world is kind of the most important, and kind of seeing like, is this an NPC Sim, is it not? But it really doesn't matter. As long as you meet new Sims in the game and having fun, that's the vibe that I wanted you guys to have. The lot is going to fill up even more the more and more times that I have them, but we have people upstairs as well, I believe so. People upstairs as well, getting a couple of drinks. A lot of Sims to meet here. There's a ton of Sims to meet, a ton of Sims to get to know, all overhauled and revamped, and they look really good. I really like this. We got our guy Alexander Goth here. I'm gonna get a drink. Let's go ahead and get a drink. Let's order a drink. Let's order his favorite drink. This save file, man, I'm very proud of what I was able to do. It took about 4 months to create. My save file did break at like a very pivotal time where all I needed to do was kind of add in lore, but I'm kind of glad that happened because I was able to just revamp everything. This save does not fix all of the in-game core engine problems that the Sims 4 does have. So it's kind of like a sad thing about it is no matter how much I do revamp this game and kind of change it, the Sims 4 does need in-game like engine updates because there's a lot of stuff in this game. Like I'm using an RTX 4090, a Ryzen 9 7950X with 64 gigabytes of RAM, and sometimes like the game has like weird like Sims standing still moments. So even when I play the game without custom content and without mods, it does that as well. So Grease does have a like the rising star thing. He is a pretty well-known Sim in the game, but if I go over to his social board and I click start gathering, I'm gonna say stay here. We can go to my Shuno music in a minute, but I'm gonna have him stay here. I'm gonna invite all his kind of rich famous friends here, and everybody's gonna go feral. So as you see, here they go right here. They're gonna be able to walk in a lot, but this is Lil Sul. This is my Shuno Phoenix, and the other Sims are coming as well. Lee Barnubi is here, and also Scotty Simolios will be here as well. And these are the Sims that kind of make, I say that the Sims music in the game is the music that they make. So all of the music that you hear in game, that's coming from them. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna say what's up to them to kind of get them over here. Of course, like I said, the game does need some core engine fixes. Like a perfect example is I did the club, the start gathering, but the start gathering didn't come up, and I'm also having that issue even without custom content. So as you can see, it's getting completely filled up as we try to go over here and talk to people. Everybody has their own little interactions. They're turning up with our guy, but we're gonna go over here. We're gonna say what's up to him. But as Grease is going to the bathroom, you guys can see all of these Sims, how revamped they are. Okay, they literally just got the fight in, and then she just walked over there and gave him a kiss. They do have an interesting relationship dynamic. I want y'all to see that yourself, as y'all saw. But these are like tons of Sims here. Tons of Sims. They all have backstory. They all have lore. If you peeped as well, some of these Sims are in clubs. So I do have a system where these Sims, they do go in clubs and they do certain interactions. So kind of seeing certain Sims go and kind of interact and have like different club things is also really cool as well. But man, this save is absolutely vamped, turned up. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on here, and it's getting very, very intense. As you can see, I do have wild animals running around here. Cece, the stray dog, I don't know whose dog this is. I know it's somebody's dog, just running around here with like wanting food. Oh, which I feel so bad. Oh, I low-key feel bad. Somebody need to go over there and talk to that dog, man. Grease already got enough. But Grease's social bar is kind of low, so I'm gonna have him go over here and talk to Cassio, Ortiz, Romance. I'm gonna have him. Of course, we got different mods as well. So I have different interaction mods. So we got Kiss and Grind, Passionate Gifts, some things. So if I go over here, let's do like an intimate slow dance here so you guys can kind of see this interaction. I'm gonna have Grease go over here. As y'all can see, it kind of has like its own custom interaction here, and they kind of like do their little dance thing, kind of have like some little intimate moments. And as you can see, right beside him is Domingo Lothario, Don Lothario's dad. There's also some more Lotharios that you guys are going to be able to see, which is going to be really cool. But they're having their own dance interaction. Now this is autonomous, so certain Sims will do this as well. That have high enough relationship stats. Kind of have them go over here, dance with her. They kind of got their own little relationship going on, which is pretty cool. But as you can see, man, it is tons of Sims here, and this isn't even half of the Sims that are in the game, by the way. There are even more Sims in this game. It's 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna have him go out with the people in his club and kind of go, and you guys can see one of the cool lots that I have, and it's called My Shuno Music, and it's a retail lot. If we go over here, I'm gonna have him go over here with the group. So I'm gonna go over here with the club. I'm gonna select everybody, and as you can see, they are here in their own studio. This is their own studio, which is really, really cool. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to click Lil Sul actions. I'm gonna control Sim, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, you can have like certain Sims go to like certain spots and kind of add this in. Yes, some of them have certain and different relationships, so you guys can see that. So like we have My Shuno Phoenix and Scotty Simoleos have a little relationship here. We also have Lil Sul and Sky Simoleos have a little bit of falling out, so I want to know what that's about. We also have like a cool dance studio here where they kind of go in and dance at. Of course, Lee Barnooby should be here. Lee Barnooby should be here somewhere. If she is not, I'm just gonna spawn her in here. So I'm gonna summon her here, and then I'm gonna control Lee Barnooby as well. And then I'm gonna kind of have her go over here and kind of do like a cool little dance. But yeah, if we go upstairs, as you can see, this is the studio, and it is locked behind a VIP exclusive kind of level. I can change this. I'm gonna change it to 2 because Grease is a level 2. But as you can see, they kind of produce tracks here. I had to add in the produce new track. All of the stuff that I do add in this video, it will be ready and able to be in the game as well. But while they're doing that, I want to go in and give you guys kind of like a special little cool added lore thing. And we're gonna go over to the Goths. And the really cool thing I love about the Goths is the extreme complex dynamic that the Goths have. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I want y'all to figure it out yourself. But let's go head over and go to the Goths because it is 9 p.m. and they kind of all do something at 9 p.m. So we're here with Mortimer, and as you can see, he is the creator of worlds. He has his own book called The Affair. Now he does get, you guys are going to be able to see it when he gets his what is it called? Basically, like you get paid for like the books that you write. I forgot what it's called, but you can see he is a part of 2 clubs, the Estate and the Willows. Now this does use Wicked Whims, and what Wicked Whims does is it adds in certain dynamics and certain aspects that I think are really cool. They kind of enhance kind of like the adult vibe. So there are 2 groups, and I'm gonna go in and just kind of give you guys a little bit of lore. So this is the Estate, and if you guys watch my other video where I kind of broke down the first version of the save file, we have Robbie Margios, and Robbie Margios owns a private estate. And also I do have in some Mortimer Goth lore with him and Dina Caliente. They kind of got something going on, but a cool way to kind of start the vibe before it gets real dark is they all go out, right? They all go out and they visit the Land Grab restaurant, but they all come here, they all kind of get food, they get drinks and all that. I don't know why none of the drink tables are working. Don't know what is going on with the Sims, but I have not had this problem before, but it will be fixed if there is a problem when this releases. Now also I have a mod where people kind of do certain interactions when listening to music, which is pretty cool. But this is the Land Grab restaurant. They all kind of catch a vibe here. They eat good food, they have fun. As you can see, this is our guy, Robbie Marshall's here. Have no idea why he's sitting here sinking, but bro, it's hilarious. We also have the Spencer Kim Lewis is here. That family is in the game as well with their own added lore. Of course, we got Donald there here. He's always out, man. We got the Bensons. Of course, there's the Benson family, which his dad is actually here. And he got a cool backstory, cool storyline. He kind of has that Johnny Zest vibe in the game, and Johnny Zest is also in this game too. It's so much stuff to do. It's so many sims in this game, man. It's just a whole bunch of stuff to do, and I'm very, very proud of what this save file has become. And you guys can see the dynamic of the Calientes and how they kind of like these rich, well-off sims. And of course, he has a book called The Affair, which is basically playing on his own life, which is hilarious, man. We got Robbie Margio's here. We got our guy Mortimer Goth right here, as y'all can see. We got Gunnar Lozano over here as well. The Willows, man. The Willows. This is the other one. It's kind of like the all bro hangout thing. They kind of all go out and have fun and just, you know, they're all the bros of Willow Creek with a whole bunch of money, just catching the vibe and having fun. So as they're drinking and enjoying each other and having a good time, that's where I'm going to actually end up this video and have you guys be able to play this off and have some fun. So that is it for me. If you like the content I put on, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button down below, as the Sims 4 Next Gen save file is here and it is complete. I can't wait for you guys to be able to play this and share your stories as well. If you want to review this save file, you can. Make sure you join my Discord as well if you have any questions, comments, and concerns. But yeah, head over there. I also have a tutorial on how to download the save file. Also, we'll be having a readme inside of the folders so you guys don't have any problems. But like I said, you can join the Discord if you have problems and just talk to me about it as well. So thank you all for watching. If you like the content, put up, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe button. We're almost at 40K. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. New World out.